I feel that at that time with that psychologist, he was mainly interested in fitting me into these different molds that he already had. You know, as a Freudian psychologist, he had these certain molds you have to go into. It always reverts back to the childhood, the mother, a bad relationship. But that was completely false.
Which brings something to mind. Somebody, not you, told me a long time ago that you had actually read a book called The Murdering Mind to be familiar with some of the psychology of this kind of stuff so that you could give the right answers to shrinks.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So are you saying you were just parroting back to them what you thought they wanted to hear?
Yeah, yeah. But there was a whole reason for that too. It's such a long story. It was that McGraw-Hill thing with Mr. Klausner and all the stuff that resulted from that. I had felt really betrayed by the attorneys, and then when I found out that the attorneys that represented me were working out a deal to write a book with this guy, and eventually a book was published by McGraw-Hill, which I think it didn't do well. It kind of bombed. But anyway, at that time when I found out that was coming out, I contacted Mr. Abrahamsen, Dr. Abrahamsen, and kind of pretty much told him what he wanted to hear, you know. And that was foolish. I mean, at the time, I was just handling everything the wrong way.
Isn't it so that a substantial number of people whom you were associated with on the streets back in '76 and '77 are in the ground?
That's what I've heard. I don't know how accurate all that is. I've heard, that the Carr brothers and so forth have lost their lives shortly after I was arrested.
The police finally did apprehend you. Was a relief?
Yeah. I was going to be killed anyway. Someone was going to kill me. Someone from the group I was with was probably going to do me in eventually.
Why?
One thing I found out about the devil, that when you serve him and he uses you, when he's done using you, he throws you away. You mean nothing to Satan.
So you were not in this alone. There were others involved with you.
Yes, that's right.
They were never apprehended.
Some of them died shortly after I was arrested, and some of them, I think, were arrested for other things, what I've heard, and some are still around somewhere, you know.